I'm walking across the street to Terrel's property. I just watched him drive down the road with the D6 Dozer that he'd rented for the next couple days. Terrel tried to cut the road in here before Devin got here. And Devin, on the other hand, has probably 30 years of experience with heavy equipment. And he was supposed to be here 2 nights ago, but good old Allegiant Airlines bumped his flight. And so Terrel did the best he could, and knowing that when Devin got here he would likely change things. First thing that Devin did when he saw the approach road is he asked Terrel if he intended on having concrete trucks come back here to use with the foundation. Terrel said yes, so he immediately widened the road. The other thing he did is he slanted the road away from the creek, the downhill side. He said a road should always be slanted away from the downhill side if in fact the vehicle does lose traction in the mud or the snow. It's not going to slide off the cliff, it's going to slide into the bar ditch. So you can see that he changed the approach. In literally about 4 or 5 passes he had this road perfect, and now we'll use the grading tractor on it to just kind of smooth it out. For the last 2 days, Terrel has been clearing off his property, getting it ready for Devin to come and run the dozer. Devin got delayed with his flight last night. He was supposed to be here last night. He just got here a little bit ago. They discussed where the pad's going to be for the shop and the house. Devin grew up running heavy equipment. What's interesting is he's cousins with my wife, and my wife's grandfather sold Devin's dad the business. And so Devin's one of these guys that can just run about anything. So we're going to do a little before and after. We're going to give him a few hours to see what happens. What he can get done in a couple hours. He made the comment that Terrel saved him a whole bunch of time by getting rid of all these trees. So I'm up here on the pad for the shop. This is the pad where we will build Terrel's shop. And it's amazing. It's ridiculous what Devin's been able to do. Most of Terrel's property is like this. 45, not quite a 45, 30-degree angle. Creek down at the bottom. He paid a premium to have that creek. He paid almost twice as much for the same amount of land. And a lot of Terrel's land is not as usable as mine potentially is, but at the same time, with a skilled operator like Devin, that dramatically changes things. He didn't have any laser level equipment. This is just experience. So again, you can see that we're still going to have to do some retaining rock of some kind and definitely get some grass planted to minimize the erosion. But he did a beautiful job. He did a heck of a job. The only downside is that because Devin got in late, he's not going to be able to cut my house pad in. And so there's a guy here in the community that runs about the same size dozer. The only difference is it's going to cost me probably a lot more money to have it done, but it's got to be done. We got to get our pad cut in. But this is beautiful what Devin's been able to do. This really changes Terrel's property a lot. It gives him a lot more potential for where he can put his stuff. Terrel's plan is to build a timber frame style shop and possibly make the upstairs livable while he builds his house. He's also trying to do this without incorporating a whole lot more debt to his lifestyle than is necessary, so he's not going to get a mortgage on this. So this is the end result after 3 days running the dozer. Terrell's down there standing in the shade. There's Devin.